Welcome to 3 tips for the Lizardmen. It's a series where we go through 3 things I see people make mistakes on, sometimes at higher levels of play, but more often than not, newer players or people just starting out in multiplayer. And really quick, to start us off, Croak has the Hand of the Gods, and the point of this is not to say there is a bad target for Hand of the Gods. The point of this is to say all targets are good targets for the Hand of the Gods, except for maybe cavalry. But the spread shot that CA implemented on all projectile spells makes it very good versus infantry. The spread shot also is incredible versus cannons and single entities. So the point I wanted to make about the Hand of the Gods is do not focus in too hard on only targeting one thing where like you have in your brain that the Hand of the Gods is exclusively for sniping single entities or the Hand of the Gods is exclusively for X, Y, or Z. The point is, oh, I need the smoke to clear. The Hand of the Gods, 1 out of 4 models left for the Grand Cannon, about a third HP missing off the Lord, half HP off the Celestial Dragon Guard. The Hand of the Gods should be used on whatever target is the most expensive or the most threatening on the enemy roster, regardless of what it is. Do not focus too hard on, I have to snipe the shitty, let's say 800 gold High Elf Archmage on foot with like 2 spells. Maybe use it on Phoenix Guard, maybe use it on the Dragon Princes, maybe use it on things like that. You don't always have to Lord Snipe with it, or vice versa. If their Lord's crazy expensive, dude, go for it, hit them. Hand of the Gods is an incredible spell, does insane damage no matter what you shoot at. One of these guys shot at the Celestial Dragon Guard, so yeah, food for thought. Next up, I do see it in some meme new player stuff where people like to take sillier builds and just have some fun, which that's fine. Join our new player events, have some fun. It's a shout out to any of you out there thinking of doing the same. But when they take Lord Croak, I see them trying to be too skilled when Lord Croak doesn't require those skills. But this might apply to your campaign too if you start in Itza. Some people don't know the Deliverance of Itza, his spells don't affect friendly troops. There's no chance of friendly fire at all. So sometimes they'll try and min-max like you do Pit of Shades or something to reduce friendly fire, and you're just reducing your own damage potential. So these Chaos Warriors charge in. Lord Croak is going to cast a spell soon. I just don't want to miss it. Okay, so we'll position this. Look how much of the damage area is not being used because the player wants to avoid hitting their Saurus Warriors, which is normally smart. But again, the point of this mistake is some people don't know that Deliverance of Pizza doesn't actually do any friendly fire damage at all. So I used some of it there. You can see it did half health off 1 Chaos Warrior and the other 2 are largely untouched. Then we fast forward. And now we deliver a pizza where the full damage area is being taken up. And it will do more, but also notice the Saurus's health bar literally didn't go down at all, while the Chaos Warriors went down significantly. So if you are using Lord Croak, whether in campaign or multiplayer, deliver the pizzas straight to the location. Do not worry about friendly fire. It does not exist. Exist. Whatever. I'll just edit it out and look like a mega genius. People won't even know. Fools! Last one. Final tip for Lizardmen is people using the Solar Engine, I would vote wrong. Solar Engine always does a little bit of damage, but I do sometimes see Lizardmen take the Solar Engine to stop themselves from getting kited, and then they'll trade damage for damage, and it's not good. So Solar Engines can do okay versus artillery. We can see it already killed 1 of the great cannons. They do less good, but still fine versus Chariot Skirmish, still getting some decent damage out. And I would argue they do very little to Horse Skirmish or Foot Skirmish. Their missiles just don't do that much damage, and they don't have good penetration, so you're hitting 1 model out of like 60, or I guess you get a couple models out of 60. So there it hit 3. And you are killing models, so it's not nothing, but I would argue it's just not worth the price you're paying for it, if that's what you're trying to do with it. Solar Engines have really good buff auras. They give vigor per second back to anybody around them. They're terror-causing, armor-piercing monsters who are decent in melee. They have really good blind debuff effects to help out with melee fights. They have magic damage against demons and fire damage against healing. There's a lot of great things about the Solar Engine. This is not to say Solar Engine's a bad unit. I just sometimes see them taken for the wrong purpose in a battle where it's like, I have Solar Engines so I won't get kited or whatever. It's like, kinda. It depends on what you're fighting. Enemy artillery? Sure. That's a great target for Solar Engines. Yeah, you can stop them. Enemy Scourge Runner chariots or war wagons or something? I mean, this guy's been shooting at them for a while. And he still hasn't taken out more than one model. And then enemy skirmish cav, I mean, it depends. This guy's dealt almost half the damage of an outrider, but it's a 700 gold medium range skirmish cav. So if you have one or two Solar Engines trying to out-kite, like trying to stop 3 Way Watchers from kiting you, that's not going to work. So when I see people use Bastiladons as anti-kite support, that's not really going to work. Like, it's just not. Because whatever's kiting you, like imagine this is an outrider with grenade launcher instead of the outrider with the carbines. They're just going to accept this slow damage from the Solar Engine, and they're going to get volley after volley on your Saurus, on your Temple Guard. Hell, even on your Skinks, that's still worth it. Like, they're going to delete them. So you got to think about who's dealing more damage to who. Sure, outriders at max range shooting at a Solar Engine, the Solar Engine's going to win, but it takes so frickin' long, and any reasonable player wouldn't sit here and just let this engagement happen for this long. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. Anyway. Solar Engines are great. Just don't take them purely for counter skirmish and hope to survive that, because you're not gonna. I mean, as we see here, the Marcus Wolfhard is helping, sure. But it's not like Solar Engines are doing amazing on HP either. Oh, was that the last one? That was the last one. Goodbye, I guess. Man, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing to do this this video. We're gonna have to do a lot of editing to do. This has just been a disaster. I'm so glad I'm gonna edit all this out and people can't see how foolish I've been. Ogres, Norsca, and Kislev left. Boo. Boo! Oh, boo! Oh, I don't want to do it. It's noon, I should go have lunch. But I don't want to. I want to just pound these out. I want to just get these done. God, I hate my audience. Just hate them. They're all trash. Why do they like this stuff? Why do they like this slop? This AI generated garbage? Because they have to know I'm not a real person, right? I'm just an AI. Like, I am Google. Oh wow, he cast another replay where units run into each other and deal damage and one of the players eventually wins. You think that's real? They think any of that's real? It's all AI slop. Total Warhammer 3 isn't even a game. It doesn't exist. Look on the internet for Total Warhammer 3. You'll see a bunch of AI generated images. Bullshit, garbage. None of it's real. Nothing's real at all. Well, I'm out driving in my car going to my job. Yeah, right, bro. You're in the simulation. Wake up. I don't know. I'm shutting it down. I'm not doing YouTube anymore. Anyway. I suppose I should edit all that off. Otherwise people think I'm a crazy person. Roar. Subscribe, yes.